by parents who were raised religious. My mum was raised to be, well, she was raised under Roman Catholic sort of rules, if you like. And my father was raised Protestant, Church of England maybe. And according to some people, their unholy union would have caused Armageddon because for some reason some parts of different religions of the same religion don't like each other. I don't know why that happens. It's bizarre. It's a bizarre whole thing. So I was raised by them. They weren't church-going religious types, though. We were very much into the holidays. Christmas, obviously, we celebrated all the holidays. Christmas, Easter, Shrove Tuesday. I think there are probably more, but I only remember the ones that have got food involved. I like the ones with food. So Shrove Tuesday is, of course, the one where it's an entire day dedicated to pancakes. I like pancakes. My mum used to make fantastic pancakes, lemon and sugar in them. Oh man, they were gorgeous. So a day dedicated to pancakes is my kind of day. And then, of course, Easter is the only day of the year that you can justifiably go to Costco and buy yourself a 2-foot-tall chocolate egg, eat the entire thing by yourself. And don't explain it to anybody. Don't explain yourself. Just eat the thing and enjoy it, right? That's Easter for you. I like chocolate. That's my holiday, that is. And of course, Christmas is a food fest. Food all over the place, food in your ears, and presents. So food and presents and food. Where do I sign? I want to sign up for that one. So we used to celebrate all the holidays, and I was a happy little girl. I grew up quite contentedly with these Christian holidays. And as I got older, I started to learn about other religions, and I started to hear about how other people believe in different things. And it started to sit with me that, this religion seemed to not sit well with me, because I didn't like the way it divided people. There's lots of different religions in the world, and they all tell everybody to be kind to each other, but nobody listens. And people are mean to each other because they have different beliefs. And I thought, I like everybody, so I think I'm going to decide that I'm non-religious. That's what I'm going to be non-religious. And with a big sigh of relief, I thought, great, I've made a decision, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to be spiritual, but non-religious. And I thought, I'll never have to think about religion ever again. So I thought. Well, fast forward a few years. I've met my partner. We have 2 beautiful daughters. They're 3 years old and 2 years old. They're so cute. They're adorable. And we've just moved to this idyllic little town in Scotland, a little seaside town called Wemyss Bay, right between Greenock and Largs. It's a 5-minute walk to the sea. It's absolutely bliss. The house itself is gorgeous. It's brand new. It's just been built by Wimpy. And it smells like paint and optimism. That's what it smells like. It's just a beautiful place to live. And of course, we've just moved in there and we're settling into our new environment. The kids are playing quietly in their room, and I'm tutoring a bit, doing the housework, quite the thing, like, I don't know, Snow White or something. And I walks up to the kids' room, and I open the door, and immediately I take a step back. Quite frankly, my mind can't quite comprehend what's happening in this room right now. I'm like bewildered, a little bit panicked, a wee bit terrified. I'm looking at the room and I think, I've never seen anything like this before. What's going on? Basically, it's everywhere. It's all over the windowsill, it's all over the window, stuck on the window, stuck on the walls. It's all over the beds, pouring down off the beds onto the floor. Not an inch of the floor is free. It's all covered in sheets and sheets of paper with the words, "Ah, Satan," scrawled on it in red ink. And I'm like, what in the hell, and the actual hell, is happening in my fancy new house? And in my mind, of course, is creating a story. I'm thinking, Wimpy just built this house. It's a new house. Did they build it on a cemetery or something? I bet they built it in a cemetery. They didn't tell us about the cemetery they built it on. But, and I was thinking, I can imagine the day they were building the house, and they're digging the foundation, and they're digging a hole, and a big hole opens up, and oh, it's lava, and there's people screaming. And I'm thinking, I bet they did that, and I bet they just thought, plywood will cover that up, great, don't worry about it, nobody will know. We'll just build the house anyway. We'll not tell them, we'll give them a bit of a discount. So I'm panicking, I'm sitting there going, this house is possessed, there's something strange going on here. This is not normal behaviour for a house. You can't have these kind of things happen. And I'm bewildered, I'm thinking, what can I do? So I think, well, maybe Michael will know. My husband at the time, he's downstairs. Michael, what? Michael, what? Michael, go up the stairs right now. God's sakes, okay, I'm coming up the stairs. What is it? It can't be that bad. Goodness me. Blah, blah, blah. Walks up to the bedroom door and goes, and for a minute or two he's silenced. He's never silent, but he was silent this day. He says, what is this? I said, I don't know, I thought you might know. He said, why would I know? I said, well, you're Catholic. You must know. And he says, I'm not Catholic, I went to a Catholic school. That was just because it was a better school. They didn't actually enroll me as a Catholic. I wasn't really Catholic. And I said to him, oh, what do we do? What do we do? I mean, we were contemplating nominate Padre Filio Sanctus. He goes, what are you doing? I said, I'm trying something. You try something. Why don't you do it? You're holier than me. So, and he was saying, no. And we thought there for a few minutes. We were standing there, just contemplating it for a while, thinking, okay, I don't even know a priest. You know what I mean? I have nobody who can exercise this unholy, weird house that I've got going on. And as I'm standing there, and we're both in silence, I suddenly go, oh. And he's like, oh my God, it's finally happened. She snapped. Something has taken over her. I knew it was coming, because he always thought I was a bit crazy. But he's standing, and you can see him backing away, but I'm standing in the doorway, braced myself on. This is so funny. You're going to laugh. He's like, oh really? Is that right? And I said, yes. I said, it's going to be okay. You see, my daughter, she's 2 years old. And currently, she's in the cupboard here, rustling about in paper that she's found with a big red marker on her hand. Seriously, obviously, possessed by Beelzebub himself. She's in there scrolling, Satan, all over these bits of paper. And I'm thinking, that's really funny. But she's 2 years old. She's scrolling, Satan, all over the paper, but I forget. Her name is Natasha. And because she's 2, she's writing it backwards. And I explained this to him, and he's like, oh, that's the funniest thing that's ever happened. Oh my God. Oh, and we're in hysterics. It's so funny. So, what this taught me, I was so impressed. Because up until that very moment, that little bit of realization that came across me, her name's Natasha, and if you write it backwards, it pretty much says, Satan. My whole house, as far as I was concerned, my reality was, my house is possessed. My child is taken over by the Dark Lord himself. I don't know what to do with that. That's going to be a problem later in life. I need an exorcist in here right now. But when I realised that one little piece of information, obviously, it's just that she's 2 years old, and she writes backwards, and her name's Natasha. The entire reality that I lived in shifted in a blink. Immediately my reality changed from being this terrible, terrible circumstance to being a beautiful, innocent, hilarious instance. Okay, it wasn't very cliche written all over my paper, but at the same time, it was a big relief rather than having Satan in my house, let's put it like that. So from then on, in all sort of aspects of life, as a hypnotist, that's one of the things that I find myself telling people a lot, is that if you're experiencing things, that this kind of thing happens to me all the time. I have situations show up, and the reality that I'm creating, 98% of it is created inside, between my own ears. I create my own reality between my own ears, and it just takes a piece of information to transform your entire reality, and it does that for me. And I hope that you've enjoyed my little chat today. I hope it gave you a bit of a laugh, and I hope it gave you food for thought to think about what kind of reality you're creating between your own ears, using your current experiences filtered through your previous experiences that you thought you'd forgotten all about, and then they came back to haunt you. Thank you so much for your time. It was lovely speaking to you now.